Greetings, my family. You are all welcome, and I believe that you are well by the special grace of God. Wow, it is such a great blessing to connect with you. And today I have come with the word of the Lord, and I'm just here to open up somebody to something very important that you need to pay attention to. So please do make sure that you stay connected, and as you do so, you will be mightily blessed and impacted to the glory of the living God. Today, I will be talking about guarding your doors and gates. Guarding your doors and gates. People of the Most High God, I want you to understand that it is very much important, extremely important for us to guard our doors and gates. And what do I mean by that? Guarding, it is to make sure that as a child of God, you are careful to know what information you allow inside of you, how you process it, and how it enters your soul. Let me get into it, people of God. We have 5 senses. We have eyes, which we use to see. We have a nose, we use to smell. We have ears, we hear, touch, feeling, sensation. Now, I'm going to talk about seeing, hearing. I want you to understand that your sight, your ears, those are the main 2 that I want to talk about. Your hearing, your sight, your eyes, your ears, those are your gates. Those are entry points into you, which can later go into your soul. And that is why some people have defiled themselves because of what they look at, because of what they listen to. That's why some people, their faith has gone down because of what they're looking at, because of what they are listening to. Wonderful people of the Most High God, I want you to know that even as I am here today, you can just look at me, but you've got to hear what I'm saying for this word to impact your life. So in this case, your hearing is that very gate. And I want you to understand that whatever you allow to go through your eyes, the gate of your eyes, the gate of your ears, is what in turn goes into your spirit. And I want you to understand, people of the Most High God, that when it comes to this, that's when we understand that it is important to feed our spirit with the word of God. You cannot, that's why the word of God says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So which means that you hear the word, it enters your spirit. You hear wrong things, it enters your spirit. And that's why many people have been discouraged. You move with the wrong people. They keep on talking into you. They keep on, the information gets into your ears, messes up with your spirit, messes up with your soul, and that is why you find that your faith has been greatly affected. Now, wonderful people of the Most High God, it is important that we feed our spirits, and we feed that by the word of God. We feed that with the right things. We look at the right things, and we are able, as we do that, to guard our borders, so that even if you see something that is not right, even if you hear something that is not right, that can be damaging to your spiritual life, if you feed your spirit, your borders are very strong to therefore resist what is not of God from entering into your soul. We see even when we move from one country to another, there are borders, and those borders are to ensure that protocols are applied, to regulations are applied, so that entry and exit, rightfully so, is done in a correct manner. Because if anybody can go in and out, that will not work. Even people that are going in to mess up the other place can easily access it. So that's what I mean by that. So when you feed your spirit with the word of God, hear me, when you listen to the word of God, Hear me, child of God. The flesh cannot overpower the you, because the flesh will always want to dominate. The flesh will always want you, to do what it wants. And what happens then when you feed your spirit with the word of God? What you feed grows. You will then understand that you grow spiritually. You grow in the gifts of the spirit. You grow in the prophetic. You grow in whatever, in prayer, in intercession, the area that God has ordained you to operate in. But if you feed your flesh will make sure that the Spirit of God, or the God inside of you, is starved, and it will then dominate. What happens then? The Bible tells us that the flesh leads to destruction. That's how we see that destruction has entered into the lives of God's people. And what we need to do, we need to thrive to make sure that our spirit is well fed, through making sure that through our gates, our eyes, our ears, the right things are entering our souls. And indeed, the Spirit will then lead to abundance of life. And I challenge you, as you watch this video, as you have just listened to this video, to make it a point to guard what you hear, to make it a point you guard what you see, to make it a point that you guard what you entertain, because you cannot just entertain anything and expect breakthrough. You cannot just move with anybody and expect breakthrough. It is time that you pay attention to all these things, and as you do so, God is going to bless you. Thank you, wonderful people of the Most High God, for tuning into this video. Make sure that you go ahead, give it a like, leave your comment down below, and I will respond to you. Let me know how this video has directly impacted your life, how it has, spoken into you in a different way, and what steps will you be taking from this, because this is so important. It is actually life and death, and by you making the right choice, you are accessing abundance of life. God bless you. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe. I appreciate all of you that are supporting this channel, watching these videos, responding positively, taking action. And I know many of you are already testifying by what we've been sharing on this channel, and the power of God is working through you. So wonderful people of the Most High God, before I leave you, I want you to take time to pray. Pray over your gates, pray over your eyes, pray over your ears. Ask God to help you in that area. Maybe from this video, there are things that you've just identified and you need the hand of the Lord upon your life. Make sure that you do, pray and ask God for divine intervention in that area, and God will surely do it for you. May God bless you, and I love you all. Shalom, wonderful people of God. See you in my next video.